Hey everybody, Fred here, TFG Media. Thanks for tuning in. So if you're thinking about starting a passive income website in 2020, I have 5 niches that you're going to want to steer clear of. So that's what we're going to talk about in this video. Let's get going. Okay, so before we get going, I do want to say if you are new to the channel, please do consider subscribing, smashing that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping new videos, and giving me a thumbs up if you learned something in this video. Okay, so thanks for joining me here. If there's any questions or comments that you have, please feel free to leave those in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. Now, before I reveal the 5 niche websites that I think you should absolutely stay away from in 2020. I want to give you a little bit of background because, Google has about 200 different ranking factors that it uses to rank websites, okay? And one of them, the big one you're going to hear, or the buzzword that we're hearing right now, is something called EAT. And EAT stands for expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. And so as a new website, you really aren't going to have much EAT to your site, meaning, you could have expertise. If you're, an expert in your field, be sure to put that somewhere on your website. So when Google scans it, they know, hey, this guy's an expert in the field. So you want to really push your expertise. The other one, authoritativeness. Now, authoritativeness really comes with time. I mean, I've been talking about domain authority, and the longer that your site is up, the longer that people are going to your site, getting value from your site, that's going to build into your authoritativeness. Now, as a brand new website, you are going to have virtually zero authoritativeness. So again, it's difficult to break in, but it's still possible. Now, the last one is trustworthiness. Now, it's, again, going to take some time for Google to trust the information that you're putting out there. And so this, again, is going to come with time. Now, there's also something called YMYL. Now, this is referred to as your money, your life. Now, this is another way that Google ranks content, and it's very important. Actually, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna put something on the screen, and we're just gonna get a definition for what YMYL is right from the Google guidelines. So I'm just gonna read right from Google's guidelines here, and its ranking factor guidelines, what YMYL is. So you can see here, YMYL is your money, your life. Some types of pages or topics could potentially impact a person's future happiness, health, financial stability, or safety. We call such pages your money or your life pages, or YMYL. So you can see the listing here of the different pages where, you really want to stay, unless you are an authority on that topic or an expert on that topic. I don't think it's a good idea to start a niche. So I mean, I'm going to reveal the 5 that I think you should stay away from, but I want you to scan this list. Anything with news and current events, government law or civics, finance, shopping, health and safety, different ethnic groups of people, religion, all of this stuff. So, and at the very bottom, it says we have very high page quality rating standards for YMYL pages because low quality YMYL could potentially negatively impact a person's healthy or happiness, health, financial stability, or safety. Okay, so if we look at EAT, we look at YMYL, we can start to narrow down, you're probably already starting to narrow down those 5 niches that I think you should absolutely stay away from. Some of them are going to fall into this category, but some of them don't fall into this category. So that's what we're going to look at next. All right, so it's time to reveal the 5 niches that I think if you're just starting out and you're brainstorming your passive income websites, you really, really want to reconsider if you're thinking about these niches you really want to rethink things. So here we go, starting with number 5. So number 5 for me is weight loss. Now, I mean, you could probably argue that weight loss does fall under YMYL, but even if it doesn't, weight loss is a hugely competitive niche. I mean, if you do a Google search, you're bombarded by ads. I mean, weight loss, everybody is targeting weight loss. So if you're thinking about starting a website on weight loss, I would strongly reconsider that choice, just because YMYL alone, just because it's a hugely competitive niche. All right, so let's go to the number 4 niche that I think you should absolutely stay away from. And again, it doesn't fall under YMYL, and it is recipes. I mean, there are just a plethora of recipe websites out there that, for you to rank a brand new website about recipes is going to be a hugely daunting task. So for that reason, I'm saying in my number 4 spot, stay away from recipe websites. Okay, so the number 3 website niche that I think you should absolutely stay away from in 2020 is health and beauty. There are just a plethora of health and beauty websites online, and depending on how you would go about spinning health and beauty, I mean, on the YMYL guidelines, health was there. It was health and safety, but health and beauty could be fit into that YMYL as well. But even if it doesn't, I mean, health and beauty is one of those niches that is just flooded. And so for you to start a brand new website on health and beauty would be very, very difficult. Okay, so the number 2 niche that I think you should not even consider in 2020 is personal finance. Now, this definitely fits into the YMYL guidelines, and giving people bad advice, investment advice, or any kind of personal finance advice, if you are not an expert or an authority on the topic, Google is just never going to rank your article, because number 1, you don't have authority. And this is where it goes back into EAT. You don't have expertise, you don't have authority, and Google is most definitely not going to trust you. And so for that reason, I would absolutely stay away from personal finance type websites. Okay, so the number 1 niche website that I absolutely think you shouldn't even come close to even thinking about doing is anything relating to the medical field. Now, this has direct implications to YMYL. It was very clear, health and safety. And it also has direct relations to EAT. I mean, unless you are a doctor or an expert, some kind of medical expert, that I mean, I can't imagine one that's not a doctor, but unless you are maybe employing doctors to write content for you, then, which probably isn't feasible if you're just starting a brand new website, then you have absolutely no business starting a website about the medical profession. I mean, you're going to be competing against the WebMDs and all of these actual authoritative websites. And just take my word for it, do not even consider anything to do with the medical profession. Now, this is, anything, kid related, anything to do with the medical profession, I would just not even go near it. Okay, so those are my 5 niche websites that I absolutely think you should stay away from in 2020. Now, maybe some of you have other ones that I didn't include here, but please do leave those in the comment section below, because it can become a good resource for people who are looking to start a passive income website right now, and maybe save them a lot of time, money, and energy by not picking one of these niches. Or maybe you don't agree with some of the niches I've listed. Anything at all. If you don't agree, or if you have other ones, please do leave those in the comments below. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, so, which niches are good? So I'm going to go ahead in the next video and give you some strategies to find those niches that are good to start in 2020. So that's all I had for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give me a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.